Hello everybody, my name is Mathis and welcome back to some more Rimworld, episode 34 I believe, and it's been about a week or a little over a week since we had Rimworld, and I apologize for that. Reason being mostly is that I wanted to cover Subnautica Below Zero, and there were some other VODs I wanted to get up on the channel beforehand, but we're back to the Chilluminati squad here in Rimworld, and we have our boy Mathis back. We rescued him in the last episode. We're currently working on getting him up a room, but the big thing is that Mathis returns to a colony that he hasn't visited and been to in a couple of years now, and it has grown and become something entirely on its own that he may not even recognize at this point. While he was initially the leader, or one of the leaders of the colony when it first got established, everybody he once knew is gone. Everybody. These other people here, all 3, 6, 7, 8 of them. My God, there's 8 other people on top of Mathis here. I wish there's 8 other people on top of me. But point being, this is not the same home he used to know. So how will he adapt? How will he get along with the others? And will he attempt to establish himself as leader again? Who knows? I genuinely don't know. This is going to be fun to watch and enjoy. In the meanwhile, we've got a lot of projects to work on. We continue to research to the best of our capability. Brains doing everything he can in here. We've got ourselves a multi-analyzer being built because that's the big next project that we need to get finished so that we can then progress into more advanced technologies, as well as the outer wall that I would love to finish out here. In fact, one of the things we're going to have to do is just straight up begin the building of this wall. It's going to be here. And it's going to go to here, to here. And once this is all built, we can mine this out, wipe away that wall there, and actually do better things and really kind of even everything out. Also, there's a thrumbo. I forgot that there was a thrumbo last time I was here. Regardless, the colony is in an interesting position, an interesting but fun one. We need plasteel, though, and I don't think there's really a way for me to be making any plasteel, with the exception of having hopefully some robots attack. Maybe. A war merchant from the Guaca of the Crag. They are approaching. Actually, this could be good. We do need plasteel. And the only way I know how to get it right now, because we have no way of producing it, is by purchasing it. So let's see what we can do here, and see if there's anybody who's our best talker at this point. We have 4 social on him. Let's see. 1, 3, 7, so Diver so far. Brains is up there, which is surprising since Brains spends all of his days locked away in one singular room. But yeah, nope, it's gonna be Brains. All right, let's have Brains open up here. And let's see if there's anything worth buying from them. If we can get lucky, they have plasteel, and we'll be able to finish up the multi-analyzer, which again is going to be a big step forward, because eventually we'll be able to make our own plasteel and components and all that other stuff that we kind of need really, really badly. We can also sell some things to them if they have anything that we don't want. They don't want to buy any of this, and they're surprisingly, or maybe not so surprisingly, not selling anything worth really taking. We can sell some stuff that has a T on it, because it's gonna be except for the t-shirt obviously, but anything that has a T, oops, that means not that one. Anything worn by a corpse we should get rid of, or anything that's in terrible condition. All right, sold off some bad weapons, stuff that we genuinely just do not need. Ooh, and there's a big boy out here. Let's see if we can grab this guy. Looks like he was probably killed via... What killed him? His head was bitten off. Yeah, that bear definitely got him. And that's okay. Ooh, over here too. And over here. What? There's so many dead animals out there that have just... The circle of life, baby. And we profit off that pretty nicely. All right, well, they're hanging out here, which is fine. Happy's working on the wall. We'll build the wall and Mexico will pay for it, and then they won't pay for it, and then nobody's gonna pay for it, and then the colonists will pay for it. I do wonder, actually, is there anybody we can actually talk to? I wonder if there's anybody that we can actually buy some plasteel from directly via the communication device we have in our common area. Request a trade caravan. It costs 15 goodwill We only have 12. It put us in the negatives, and I don't know if that's something I want to do, but we'll try it. We're not an ally, never mind. Who else could we talk to, I guess? No one, really. Nima of the Meadow. Yeah, we have to just kind of get lucky right now. Plasteel is just not something we can make. Once we're done researching all these things, though, and we have what we need up and running, we can start looking into fabricating things. Such as components and such. More guac of the crag, people. Let them come closer before I send Diver out, or Brains out there. I'd much rather make sure we're safe. There's only 2 of them. Alright, let's send Brains out. They're walking by some sleeping bears. And there's also some silver out there that we've left. Cargo pods, fantastic. We'll take a look. First, this. That's everything we've got, and that's everything they've got. No interest in anything else. That's fine. Cargo pods are jumping over here. Lots and lots of raw meat. Might be worth going to grab, actually. So we should probably at least send him while he's awake. No, he won't do any hauling. Never mind. Can I say haul this? No? Alright. Well, life goes on, I guess. A psychic soothe. Every colonist of the male gender smiles with contentment. Good for them. They need it. Happy days and all that stuff. Anything to keep our boys and girls of this colony as happy as a clam, I'm happy about. Let's just make sure it works out in our favor in the end. Oh, Happy has gotten himself stuck. We want to deconstruct and deconstruct. And I'd like you to just get this down. And then I want you to deconstruct this wall. Boom, you're free, baby. You're free. And we're being raided. They're attacking immediately. Well. Excuse me? Oh, all hands on deck. All hands on deck. They're dropping directly into our base here. Everybody pull back. Run, run, run. Okay, here we go. Happy, I need you here. Mathis, you don't have a gun. And you can't release the animals. Chaos, you can sit here. Who else has guns? I want you over here. You're going over there. We'll say here for now, Brains. And I guess I want you to just go there. All right, we got to slow down. Combat's about to happen. Here we go. Why is nobody shooting? Move. Keep moving up. Okay, here we go. Popping shots. Shotgun boy peeps around the corner. Rachel going in for some melee attacks here. We're going to send you in for melee attacking. Silco, we're going to back you up here. They're not going to be able to make it out of here alive. There's just no way. Yeah, now they're just going to be freaking fired upon. Tie-spin, you're free. Happy, you're free. Everybody is free. Ho, 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 ho. I was not at all ready for them to drop right into us. That feels like it was bit of a surprise. But we survived, for what it's worth. And now we're gonna have to start immediately burning bodies. My other favorite thing to do. Burning them bodies. Can you, JD, you might want to just not. Silco, you may power down. I want you to start cremating everybody. All right, heater on, light on. Let's take a look at her skills. Mind-shattering pain she can get over. Animals, plants, mining, melee. Incapable of doing anything intellectual or crafting, just like me, and can't really do much of that. Undergrounder. Okay, she will never feel cooped up or get cabin fever no matter how long she stays inside. And she's psychically sensitive, 40%. Genuinely might be worth trying to grab, or just might be, we'll reduce resistance. It might just be worth selling them off. I don't know. It's possible. Could we turn on some lights? And we'll turn these off for now. Turn them on one by one. But we have to have this prisoner stuff all set up, so don't want to waste too much time there. All right, well, we did it. We did it. It was actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I'm a little worried about the drugs. We can turn this off, though. And Mathis avoided getting shot, which is good. Is he a decent shot at all? He used to be. Yeah, he's actually an okay shot. I wish I had his old rifle, but we'll hook him up with a shittier one. There we go. Bolt action rifle. That was his old faithful. He'd immediately go get those as well in time. All right, we can start deconstructing this stuff. All right, we've finished our research into flak armor. Again, while we wait for other things, there's not much we can do but fill up the things that we haven't researched yet. Why don't we go ahead and start doing auto doors? That should be super quick. I wish we could queue up multiple things to research, but no such luck. But that's fine. We can still make it work. Just takes a little bit more time and a little bit of manual participation on my behalf. But there we go. The wall is kind of even now. We're going around and making a full square. Eventually, we're going to want to kind of do it over here too. This is going to be quite a big project because to clear all of that out, we're going to have to dig further and further into these mining areas, these potential cave zones, which could provide danger along the lines of cave-ins that I'd rather not worry too much about. So I'm leaving little bits and pieces of the cave intact so that the roof doesn't collapse on top of them. Our colonists are smart enough to avoid it, so I like to imagine that we'll be okay. Did we ever pick up all that meat over here, or did it just rot away? It is still sitting out here. Can we get some rhinoceros meat all hauled away? I mean, I know it's not amazing. It's been sitting outside for a while. Luckily, it's been cold. It is starting to hit the dead of winter. So fingers crossed, and we'll be able to get this all into an area that's refrigerated and use it for future food when we need to. Compound continues to chug along quite nicely. Very little I need to input here as we kind of have our next steps laid out before us and everybody is mostly happy, so there's real no reason to worry about it too much. We have a trade ship passing by and they're a war supplier, so let's go ahead and call them and see what we can get. If we can just get some plasteel, man. And yet we are striking out left and right. Nobody has plasteel for us to purchase. They have a lot of good armor, which would be fantastic, but I don't need it. The components could be good, but we're super low on money as well. I didn't realize we were that low on cash. We got a little bit of a fire, an explosion happened over here. Bit of a mess, but nothing we can't repair or fix. Looks like the power conduit itself didn't actually get destroyed. They were on top of it very, very quickly. That's a great thing about having a colony this big now, and Mathis realizes as he kind of falls into it again, that with this many people, almost there's always hands nearby if something's needed to be taken care of, which is a nice little change of pace. Oh my God. What happened down here? There's a bloodbath down here. Look at how much this thing bled. Warg Paw, this warg got into a huge fight over here. It must be this one, who's lost its ear to a muffalo bite, presumably here. And the muffalo was actually fighting back, but in pure desperate hunger, the warg ended up fighting what it could at least. Okay, we're gonna mat this out here, because I don't want to sit out here too long. I want him to continue mining. I want all of this mined out before we go anywhere. Mathis is I forgot what a beast of a miner he is. JD, where are you going, dude? Come grab some of this jade. Mathis, get some of this jade as well. Even if we don't need the jade, we can sell it at a pretty penny. All right, auto doors are done, which is great. Let's start researching shield belts. That could be good for our melee folk as they run into battle with a knife and pretty much nothing else, since we don't have any weapons for them otherwise, and we have not built them anything else. So that's just the kind of colony we are. You make it yourself or you're out. Okay, all of this was hauled off, so that's good. Next time we have a trader that may have some plasteel for us, we can try and get rid of it. I'm looking for silver. We have a whole lot of just regular steel lying around, but silver seems to be hard to come by, though it may be deeper in the mountains themselves. But I don't want to dig in there because it risks a bug infestation that will likely wipe my colony if it happens too close, and I'd rather that not happen. I imagine there are those that are in our colony that have lived on this planet their whole lives and warn us of those particular insects that lay in wait for us to crack into their nest accidentally, and then they just decimate us. We have a lot of uranium, though. I see a lot of uranium, which I feel like we're going to need for our spaceship endeavors when we do attempt to take off. All right. Well, Mathis's room is just about finished. Finished enough where I want him to sleep there, no longer sleep in here. We can go ahead and make this a medical bed again. He'll have a much bigger room, a much bigger bed, and he'll feel a little bit more comfortable, I think, which would be nice. We also have this spare room that we haven't done anything with yet, though we should probably set it up to get taken care of sooner rather than later. So let's go ahead and set it up with all the furniture that we need. And if we ever have somebody to join us, like the prisoner, for instance, that we're trying to coerce to join us, they'll have a room ready, and they can have, start with in a better mood, essentially. I'm tempted to deconstruct this crypto sleep casket, because I'm curious if it'll give us what we need. So I'm going to go ahead and give the order to deconstruct it. I know it's not great. Actually, I probably shouldn't, right? Never mind. I don't want to deconstruct it, because if we ever get somebody who's super sick or that we do not want to lose, we could put them in the crypto sleep casket and literally preserve them until we have the means of healing them or replacing their limb, if it comes down to that. I completely forgot about that, and I really shouldn't deconstruct it, even if it's going to give me the plasteel I want for the multi-analyzer. There's got to be a better way, and I actually went looking to see if we had any plasteel knives or daggers that we could break down. We do not have any, and we're really at the mercy of the game throwing us a bone here. Something that we can do. Oh, there's a bunch of silver over here. Let's go ahead and mine that out. We're going to want that money. But something that we can break down for just two. I think we just need 2 bits of plasteel. I think. We'll see. Mathis and JD wandering out here. Again, very dangerous. I don't like it. No. I want you to mine, buddy. Race JD. Show him how fast you can mine. Mine away. We have a visitor. A gatherer from Guaca the tribe is visiting. She is named Busto Cobra. That's a fucking incredible name. And if she wants to join, she's welcome to. Man, this is just too fast, man. He can power through all this stuff way, way easily. Okay, we've got a bear coming close. Just grab the silver. Get the hell out of Dodge. I want you to do the very same once you're done. Get it? Now we don't have to come back. Run. The bear was full. He wasn't going to bother. He's very content. Busto! What up, Busto? All right, well, I can't do anything with you. I can't talk to you, or you're not selling. You're just coming to hang out. I guess go through our stuff. Fair. Do what you got to do. We welcome people here. We're a peaceful group of people here on this planet. Stop trying to kill us all the time. Goodbye, Busto Grimes. It was good to see you. Thank you for coming by. You had nothing for me, but not everything can be a winner. There we go. Shield belt's done. Well, we're not making the progress I'd like to be making towards the multi-analyzer. We are still getting a lot of older technology just kind of knocked out of the way. Stuff that we should have knocked out much earlier, but we just didn't. Why don't we get a long range? Well, let's go with colored lights, actually, because it's 300. Super fast, super quick, super easy. And then we might want to go towards the 2,000, 3,000 kind of pricier research things. But I'm just, right now I feel like I'm in a holding pattern. Just waiting for just waiting for what we need to kind of fall into our lap one way or another. Because we have no other way of really getting what we want. Shoot Frenzy Chaos. I'm sorry, what? Chaos is experience inspiration. It will shoot more accurately for the next 8 days. Easy enough. Well, if anything, Mathis has certainly made himself back at home. Adjusting is difficult, and the people he's gotten to know have been friendly, but they're not his friends. Those he lost during the kidnapping and the massacre that happened years ago still weigh on his mind, especially now more so than ever that he's back in what was once his home. A stranger in his own home. But still, there's promise there, and it's good to have Mathis back. I can't help but wonder, though, if we'll ever get a call from any of the older members of the colony. Kinda hope so. Kinda hope so.